Leader. My inspiration for today is feeding off of the incredible kickoff gathering that we had in our midlife leadership cohort last Friday. And I shared a reading from Richard Wagamese that is all about this theme of saying yes. And I decided I want to read the bottom part of this reading for you as you watch this video today. He says, there are 1,000 ways to say no, but I can't. It's impossible. It's too late. But there's only one way to say yes with your whole being. When you do that, when you choose that word, it becomes the most spiritual word in the universe, and your world can change. My world has changed so much over the past 2 decades, I would say in particular, when I reflect because of those moments when I said yes. And I've said yes to a lot of things that maybe weren't the right thing, for sure. They're not always perfect yeses, but the yes keeps me learning and growing and experimenting and thriving, I would say, and expanding. And so I wanted to inspire you to think about where you can say yes this year. And and saying yes with a criteria of saying yes to the things you really want, to the things you want more of in your life, whether that's more play, joy, yeah, I don't know, travel, a promotion. Maybe there's something that you're thinking about at work, or a new role, or a career shift, some training that you need to do to make a pivot in your professional path, perhaps. Our brains will always come up with a no, and a reason why no is the response, because our brain wants to keep us safe. Our brain wants to keep us safe, and its job is to scan for threat and to maintain homeostasis and send you the thoughts of no when you're in those moments of considering something that will change you or stretch you or expand you. So I want you to be aware that the default response might be no, and then your brain will rationalize, I can't afford it, I don't have the time, it's selfish, whatever inappropriate and unhelpful inner narrative shows up that blocks you from your yes. I want you to listen, say thank you, brain, for providing me with thoughts that would keep me stay safe and keep me in the same place. But if you don't want to be in the same place anymore, then I'm going to invite you into your yes, even if it's a little bit uncomfortable. You can choose you and choose more of what you want by practicing your yes muscles. And so that's my encouragement, if not my challenge to you, is to practice the yes. And I've been in yes mode because I've gotten really clear on what I want this year, how I want to work, how I want to play more pickleball, how I want to have more space in my days, and more purpose and clarity in my work. So, yes to those things that I want more of. And honestly, I've also been saying no a lot, which maybe that'll be next week's blog. Um, but when, no's might help you clear the path, but yeses are what's going to move you forward on the path. I really believe that. So, how is this landing? What could you say yes to? What have you been thinking about? And I'll give you an example. When you set your mind on what you want. So, the end of December, I did a visioning session with Katie Branter. You've hopefully become familiar with Katie. She's my coach, naturopath friend, and we've been doing some collaboration together. And I set the intention that I was going to find a yoga retreat uh, this year, and I was going to go by myself. So I set my intention for that. And then I just let go of it. I did a little bit of research, but then I just thought, no, I'm just going to wait. Well, sure enough, today, um, a personal recommendation came for a yoga retreat. The dates work for me. And I'm a hell yes because I got clear on what I wanted. The opportunity showed up. I'm not even going to let my brain do its thing around the US exchange rate and why this might not be a good idea and can I afford it and blah, blah, blah. No, I'm not going to let my brain do that. So that's just a real-time today example of me practicing yes and creating the life I want. And I want that for you. So think about where you want to say yes, practice that yes muscle, and let me know how it goes. What are you going to say yes to this year?